What's up, everybody? Master Gamer here. Just a quick, short video. I'm not sure if you've heard about this tournament. I actually just heard about it recently, thanks to a good buddy of mine named Derek. He actually writes a lot of books and such about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. Should go check out his site, maybe buy a few of his books over at the DaoofDragonBall.com. Really good site. Go check it out. Anyways, moving on from there. He posted a link to this tournament that IGN is hosting. I'm not sure if you've heard about IGN, but they typically post a lot of news articles that pertain to stuff that, people of my particular culture like, when I say people of my particular culture, I mean like people that are into nerdy little things and such like that. So, what is this thing? Well, if you can't read, it says Super Team Tournament 2016. And I was completely unaware of this thing. It is up to round 5. So to kind of give you a brief idea of what this tournament is about, essentially they had this tournament full of teams. Here's a picture of the brackets. And it's like essentially teams from all sorts of different games, cartoons, anime, manga, whatever you can think of, competing to decide who has the best team. So, it is now down to, as you can see, the final four over here. You got the Justice League versus Z Fighters, and X-Men versus Green Lantern Corps. We'll come back to that in a minute. So, shockingly enough, the Z Fighters made it as far as they did. And I don't mean that like, oh god, I didn't think they would make it. It's just, I figured, since I haven't heard of it, and I haven't seen a lot of other DBZ YouTubers mentioning it, that it must be very unknown, but anyways, obviously I voted for the Z Fighters because I am a Dragon Ball YouTuber. I like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. So the Z Fighters currently have 9,676 votes, so it's over 9,000. I found a way to work the joke in there. That means they have 62.36% of the votes. The Justice League currently have 5,840 votes, which means they have 37.64% of the votes. Now, of course, this could change in between now and the time the tournament, this particular round of the tournament ends, which it says right here will end 5 a.m. Pacific time, Monday, April 4th. So, there you go. That is your deadline. A link to this will be posted down below. Now, for those of you wondering, the other people on the other side, as I said, are the X-Men and the Green Lantern Corps. So you may be wondering, well, who's winning between that? Well, as you can see here, the X-Men are currently winning with 9,926 votes. That means they have 69.81% of the votes, versus the Green Lantern Corps is 4,292 votes. That means they got 30.19% of the votes. Again, all this could change in between now and the 4th, so make sure you go and vote. But anyways, let me just kind of read what this thing says. So, it says, last week, the Super Team Tournament 2016 had 8 epic teams filtering all the way down to 4, but not without plenty of surprises along the way. The Green Lantern Corps continued its unlikely run by narrowly taking out Team Avatar. And I'm assuming by Team Avatar to mean like Aang and all them, possibly. I'm not sure. As the Straw Hat Pirates finally lost out to the Justice League, so that means Luffy and the crew lost to Superman, Batman, and the rest of them. But don't be scared, it's time for the Fearsome Four, referring to the Z Fighters. Take a look at brackets as it stands today. Be sure to cast your votes for this round before 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this Monday, April 4th. So, again, if y'all are interested, make sure you go here and vote. Links will be posted down below. Here's just a picture of the brackets if you're wondering who the Z Fighters were up against to get to where they were. So it appears they started here. So it was Z Fighters versus Physical Kids, and they won that, obviously. Then they had to face Avalanche. I had a bit of a brain fart there for a while and didn't know who Avalanche was. They were from Final Fantasy. My wife was kind enough to remind me. So obviously Z Fighters managed to win that.
Are you familiar with who the Physical Kids are?
Let me see. And then Z Fighters had to face off against Jedi Masters, and they managed to win that, so now obviously they are fighting the Justice League. If you're wondering who the Justice League had to go against in order to get to where they are, there's Justice League versus Greendale 7, then they had to face Dumbledore's army, so it's basically the Justice League versus a bunch of people using magic. That probably gave Superman a bit of a run for his money, being as Superman is vulnerable to magic. Again, depending on which version of Superman we're talking about anyways. Then we had the Justice League versus the Ninja Turtles. And then finally, Justice League versus the Straw Hat Pirates. And now here they are. Obviously, they made it this far. And if you're wondering who the X-Men had to face in order to get where they are now. So let's find the X-Men on their bracket. I gotta trace them back all the way to the beginning here. There they are. So they had to face the Goonies. If you don't know who the Goonies are, they're from a popular 80s movie that I recommend y'all check out. It's no Goonies. Yeah. Then after that, they faced off against the Fellowship of the Ring. If you're familiar, Lord of the Rings, their team, yeah. Then they faced off against the Decepticons, which are obviously a team of bad Autobots from, Transformers. And then finally they had to face off against Sith Lords, and they made it to where they are. And then let's get the Green Lantern Corps. So Green Lantern Corps had to go up against, let's chase it back here. They had to go against Organization 13. Obviously they won that. Then they went against the Injustice League, which is like an evil version of the Justice League, if you don't know. They're from an alternate universe. And then they faced off against the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and now here they are at where they are. So you may be wondering, okay, well, who are the rest of the people that didn't make it as far as they did? So here's everybody that competed. Again, links will be down below if you want to check it out, but obviously Justice League, Greendale 7, 104th Training Squad, Dumbledore's Army, Shadaloo, if I'm pronouncing that right, forgive me, Minutemen, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Agents, A-Team, Fire Nation, League of Evil X's, Straw Hat Pirates, Delta Squad, Sinister Six, Sailor Senshi, which is like the Japanese version of Sailor Moon, if you didn't know, Avengers, Kids Next Door, Rhodes, Expendables, Teen Titans, the Watchmen, Power Rangers, Channel 4 News Team, that's funny, Penguins, whatever the heck that is, Avalanche, Z Fighters, Physical Kids, Legion of Doom, High Five, Jedi Masters, Noble Team, Sith Lords, Minions, Star Fox, Team Rocket, Autobots, Voltron Line Force, Guardians of the Galaxy, Psychonauts, Digidestin, Foxhound, the Decepticons, F Society, Fellowship of the Ring, Mystery Incorporated, X-Men, Goonies, Suicide Squad, Conjugaloo, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Team Avatar, Diamond Dogs, Ghostbusters, Thundercats, Incredibles, Saints, Organization 13, Green Lantern Corps, Injustice League, Deadly Viper Assassin Squad, Ginyu Force, X-Force, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and finally, Cobra. So, there you go. That is everybody that competed and lost at some given point exclusively, leaving out of course, people that are still in the tournament. So, make sure you go and vote if you want your team that is currently remaining to win. I had no idea this was going on, otherwise I would have made a video about it sooner and been keeping track of it, but, oh well. This reminds me a little bit of Funimation's thing they had going on a little while back, where it was basically deciding who was the most popular guy in anime. Goku won that, if you didn't know. And they also did one for the girls. I don't remember who won that, but I do know none of the popular female characters from Dragon Ball made it all the way to the end. I think they only had Chi-Chi and Bulma. I think they should have included Android 18 personally, but then again, I guess they were limiting it to just 2 characters per anime in the tournament, because Goku and Vegeta were in that last tournament, so anyways. But there you go. Make sure you check this out and vote. This is Matchstick Gamer signing out. I guess make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you think is going to ultimately win this down in the comment section below. By the way, you can vote as many times as you want to, apparently. I mean, I don't know if I should tell you that, but apparently you can, because theoretically I could just keep reloading this page over and over again and keep voting for the Z Fighters, but try to be fair, guys. Only vote once. I mean, I ain't going to tell you to vote more than once, but I ain't going to tell you not to either. So you do whatever you feel comfortable with, but there you go. So, yeah, make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. I'll link down below in the description per usual, and that covers it. So, yeah, peace out, y'all. Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.